Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're actually going to do something a little bit different, or more exactly returning to another style of video that I have been doing. We're going to be looking at another Master Grade Gundam kit. Today's offering is the Gundam Dynames from Gundam 00. Gundam 00, by the way, for those of you not in the know, is outside of the Universal Century, aka the official straightforward from Mobile Suit Gundam onward canon timeline. There are in fact multiple different timelines in Gundam, so it can be a little hard to keep up. Gundam Dynames is the sniper out of the 4 Gundams in the Gundam 00 series. Gundam 00 series is starring Celestial Being, an organization in Season 1 with the express goal of simply ending all war by use of superior firearms. Why does that sound familiar? Well, as you can imagine, it didn't quite go so well as they hoped. But let's take a look at this awesome Gundam and see what it's got, shall we? And here he is, the Gundam Dynames. I rather did a nice little job doing the paint work here, changing all the yellow bits to gold, and swapping this to a metallic green. Sorry, Minpai, not your spot right now. Minpai is slightly mad I stole his spot. But let's take a look. As you can see, there's a lot of fine details throughout this model, and especially throughout the legs, the arms. It's pretty well designed. He's got talking about a Gundam having cake. Overall, a pretty well designed model, I'd say. I rather like the look of the Gundam Dynames. With this fellow, you get his sniper rifle, 2 pistols with holsters, his metal shielding that you can place on both sides using the pegs here. This peg goes into the holes in the shoulder there. Of course, he comes with beam effect parts for his beam sabers strapped to his bum. So, that takes care of the accessories and his overall look. Now let's talk a little bit about his articulation. Giving you guys a good look at the head here. The head does turn side to side. It's on a ball joint, so you can technically spin him, give him a swivel all around. Arms, of course, do have the ability to go up so far and back down. Double jointed elbow bend. The wrists can actually bend and have a joint at the wrist as well to bend up. Oh my. The only problem is that the fingers are not articulated. One of the things that I hate when it comes to some Gundam models is I hate the swap a finger method. Because swapping out the fingers, unlike having just articulated hand like so many other Gundam models have, such as some of the variants of the RX-78-2 Master Grades, the Gilgug Master Grade for Char, and several others. Overall, over swapping up fingers, I'd rather just have articulated fingers. Quite simply because these fingers are really easy to lose. It's very easy to lose these fingers when you want to swap them out or do any kind of pose work. So obviously that's same on this. Both sides, you can also pull these out and they will go back and forth. Sorry, kitty kitty. Sorry, I have to rub you of your spot. I love you. Chest opens up, and you can see the little pilot inside. Now, I didn't paint that interior a bit, but that's all it is. Now, what's cool about this little green bit here is when we go to the back, if we flip these open, and we have the options, if I can get it. There we go. Where you can see that it comes up, you see a little bit of green plastic. This part actually comes out. And that is, so if you have a green LED, you can actually put it in both sides of this thing, and you can light it up with the green LED. And you can just slide it back in, and it fits nicely and snug. These thrusters, of course, have a little gimmick where if you pull them apart, it opens them up. Push it back in, closes up. The thrusters can go up and down, as you can see. They can go up, they can go down. They can even do a little side-to-side action. These would be beam sabers that can come out and be used. Now, excuse me while I expose you to a Gundam's crotch. I promise I'm doing this for a reason. But as you can see, his little crotch allows rockets to come out. He even has some little knee rockets as well. There's some holographic parts in his leg here. You can see a nice little double bend at the knee. Obviously, our Gundam has so much of a kick there. As Jobby would say, a beautiful spread. Of course, the foot has a bit of its own articulation. This little metal armor piece goes up and down on both sides. The foot has multiple joints of articulation, allowing for toe articulation there, the mid feet, and of course, the back foot as well. Allowing you to pose it for all kinds of little standing and stances. Now, of course, you can get a stand for this. It comes separately, does not come with the kit, so it is what it is. But for a little bit of fun, you can take these holsters for weapon storage into his shins there. As Moonpie tries to reclaim his spot for the 1000th time. I'm sorry, Kitty. We are doing Gundam reviews, not cat reviews. Maybe next time. Maybe when we get to 25,000 subscribers, we'll do a review of the Moonpie. So, as I said before, this little peg goes in here. This allows then the shield to snap into the back. By using this, plug into the side and bottom there. That allows us to apply his iconic shields. And voila. We just clamp that up. And bam! He has his metal cloak. Ho 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 ho! But yeah, overall, a pretty solid Gundam figure, I must say. But before I go, I forgot one little crucial piece of articulation. This bit here is a little hard to do, but this crest actually comes out and reveals a center lens. After all, our guy here is supposed to be... Come on. And there we go. Allows that little center lens to come out once you once you get it out there. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt, like I said, but it does do that. Overall, fairly well articulated figure, which allows you to do a lot of really cool poses with it. Overall, I rather like this little guy. A fairly fun, interesting little Gundam, and he wasn't too much of a pain in the butt to put together either. That all being said, for $55, it's actually not bad. But then again, I didn't buy this one. This one was actually given to me by my friend for Christmas. Rollmaster bought this for me for Christmas, and apparently, from what he told me, spent $80. I'd say moral of the story is, make sure to be careful about where you're buying these things. Because most everywhere else I've looked at it, it would be a $55 Gundam. For that price tag, absolutely. I absolutely would recommend this thing. It's a pretty fun, interesting Gundam, especially if you like Gundam 00. Even though that particular series didn't get well received when it first came out, I rather do like the bit of the Gundam designs. Moonpie is now happy because he's now got his spot back. I'm Zoe, baby. I'm Zoe. We need your spot for the Gundam. Yeah. We need your spot for the robot. Yeah. Meow. But, this particular Gundam model, I would definitely put at a nice 9 out of 10. Honestly, it's a great Gundam. I just don't like the finger replace a finger method. Again, it adds even more gimmers that can get lost over time or just in the process of building it. Replacing finger method really does annoy me a lot because of that simple concept. It's very easy for anybody to lose some of these parts. So the less parts you make for us to have to lose, the better. And hey, there's plenty of ways for them to do it. There are straight up model kits where the hands are fully assembled and articulated. My new type Gundam over there in the back, you can't see him, but he's a big giant gorilla, has movable fingers. As far as size goes, he's about the same size as an RX-78-2, 18.4 centimeters, which makes him a nice 18 inches. It's a 1/100th model. Now, I absolutely would recommend that if you're interested in this figure and getting it, but that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Take care.